NCAA Division II tournament. So there is still a chance the Lakers could continue their season past the GLIAC tournament. So the Bulldogs getting introduced now. First at the guard, number 1, Deshaun Thrower, a 6'1" senior from Muskegon, Michigan. At the other guard, number 2, D'Angelo Hughes, a 6' junior from Springfield, Illinois. At the wing, number 3, Marquise Mayfield, a 6'5" senior from Grand Rapids, Michigan. At the center, number 34, Cole Walker, a 6'8" junior from Elk Rapids, Michigan. And at the forward, number 23, Jalen McFadden, a 6'4" sophomore from Detroit, Michigan. The Bulldogs are coached by Andy Bronkema, and assistant coaches Raymond McAfee, Bill Killian, and Dave Schlump. For the Lakers, starting at guard, number 3, Tim Cairndiff, a 6' senior from Morley, Michigan. At the guard, number 24, Blake Marquardt, a 6'4" senior from Oshkosh, Wisconsin. At the forward, number 1, Raj Stein, a 6'5" sophomore from Kalamazoo, Michigan. At the other guard, number 2, C.J. Robinson, a 5'11" freshman from Clarkston, Michigan. And at a forward, number 21, Malik Adams, a 6'2" junior from Grand Ledge, Michigan. The Lakers are coached by Steve Henniga, assistant coaches Ted Stowe and Devin Mulry. So both teams now getting last-minute instructions from their coaches. The Bulldogs were the Division II national champions last year. The only team they lost to was the Lakers right here at the Bud Cooper Gymnasium. And the Bulldogs lost an important piece of last year's squad. Their center from Charlevoix, Hankins, he's a 6'10" player that transferred as a senior to Xavier Division I, and is doing very well for Xavier this year. If they would have him on the team this year, who knows, they could possibly win won back-to-back national championships, because they still have a good core of players here for the Bulldogs. So the Lakers certainly have a challenge here tonight. So it will be Marquardt starting for Schremeyer. Jackson usually gets the start, but I think Blake, being the senior, Coach Hennigan wanted to give him the respect for all he's done for the Laker program. And so it'll be Bulldogs with the ball. They get the tap and go down and miss the layup, but then Hughes has it now out top. Hughes with it, dribbles to the right. As the Bulldogs had a tip play on, they ran the play nicely but missed the shot. Here's McFadden against Adams. McFadden off the glass, no good, but there's another rebound by the Bulldogs as Walker comes down with it. So 2 offensive rebounds in the first 25 seconds, and Coach Hennigan is standing up screaming already to box out. Here's Hughes with it. Hughes over to Thrower on the left wing. Thrower waits for Cutters. Still with it. Thrower to the top of the key. Now he'll find Mayfield. Mayfield tried to get it inside, and it goes out of bounds as he couldn't hit Walker. And the Lakers will get it on the turnover. And now Ferris going to put full court pressure here on the Lakers. They get it into, excuse me, to Stein. He gets it back to Cairndiff, and Cairndiff brings it up the left side. Cairndiff now over to Stein. Stein top of the key to Adams. Adams drives left against McFadden. Adams into the paint, still with it. Looking for somebody to come to the ball now. Finds Robinson. Robinson on the right side. Inside to Stein. Puts it up and scores. Stein just faced the basket, and Walker didn't do anything, so he put up a 6-footer and scored, and the Lakers are up 2-0. Here's the Bulldogs with it. Hughes with it. Hughes back to Thrower. Thrower thought about 3. Kicks it in the corner to McFadden, who will take the 3, and that one's good. Lakers didn't get out to cover that wing, and the Bulldogs are up 3-2. Here's Cairndiff with it. Cairndiff up the right side. Now he'll back it off and start the offense against the man-to-man defense of the Bulldogs. Cairnduff still with it. Bounce pass over to the top of the key to Stein. Stein will hand it off to Marquardt. Marquardt drives to the left. Marquardt free throw line over to Stein. Stein against Walker. Spins, puts it up, no good. Rebound to McFadden. McFadden off to Hughes. Hughes quickly up the thrower. Thrower fake the three, now steps back and takes the three, and that one's good. And they made 10 3-pointers down in Big Rapids, and they already have 2, and it's 6-2 Bulldogs. Here's Marquardt to Stein, over to Adams. Adams drives left. Nice pass to Stein, and he slams it home. Good pick and roll there. And the Lakers trail 6-4. Here's Hughes with it for Ferris State. Hughes on the right wing, going to get a screen from Thrower. Back to Thrower. Thrower another 3-pointer, and that one's good. And the Bulldogs come out hot and have hit 3 3-pointers already. That was actually Mayfield who hit that. Here's Cairnduff with a shot from the free throw line. Cairnduff knocks it down. Here comes McFadden. McFadden has it stolen by Cairnduff. Cairnduff going the other way. He finds Stein. Stein into the paint, puts it up, missed a shot, and it goes out of bounds off of the Lakers. Stein had a layup, but couldn't knock it down. And the Lakers give it back to Ferris State, trailing 9-6 with 17 minutes left in the first half. Here's Hughes with it. Hughes over to McFadden on the left wing. McFadden gets a screen, goes to the top of the key. Now over to Thrower. Thrower gets a screen. Thrower to the free throw line. Thrower step back, blocked by Adams. And he gets it over to Stein, up to Cairnduff. Cairnduff up the left side. Cairnduff back to Stein, back to Cairnduff. Long 3-pointer by Tim, good. Tim Cairnduff knocks one down from 5 feet behind the line. That's more of a Blake Marquardt shot. And the score now is tied at 9. Here's Hughes with it. Hughes on the right wing, gets a screen from Walker. Hughes drives the baseline, kicks it over to Mayfield. Mayfield in the paint, triple teamed, and the gonna be jump ball under there as Rod Stein tied him up, and the arrow is pointing towards the Lakers. So they will get the ball. Coming in now is Carson Monger. Stepping out is Blake Marquardt. So Lakers good defense that time. And see if they can get the lead for the first time tonight. All tied up at 9. Here's Stein with it. Stein hands off to Adams. Adams into Stein. Stein fakes a shot, puts it up and scores, and is fouled as McFadden ran by him, caught him on the arm, and wasn't hard enough to stop the shot. So Stein will get the basket and the foul. He is a 65% free throw shooter. Lakers with their first lead of the game, and Stein puts it in off the backboard. I guess it's not how it goes in, just that it goes in. The Lakers are up by 3. Here's McFadden with it. McFadden gets it over to Williams now, who's in there for the Bulldogs. Williams off to Mayfield. Mayfield slipped at the free throw line, but got it back to Thrower. Thrower with it against Robinson. Thrower in the paint. It's blocked by Robinson, and it goes off the leg of Thrower out of bounds. So the Lakers will get the ball on the turnover. Good defense by the Lakers. Got their hand in there on the ball. And it'll be Carson Monger inbounding for the Lakers. And he will get it into Rod Stein, and Stein will bring it up quickly to Monger in the corner to Robinson, back to Cairnduff. Cairnduff drives around the screen. Cairnduff in the paint, one-hand runner, up and good. Good shot by Cairnduff, and the Lakers are up 14-9. Here's Williams with it. Williams hands it off on the right side to Adway. Back to Williams, now over top to Mayfield, to Adway, 3-pointer, no good, blocked. But C.J. Robinson couldn't come down with the rebound, and it went out of bounds off his hands. And so the Bulldogs will retain possession. And it'll be Adway inbounding it for Ferris State. He gets it out top to Williams. Williams into the paint, hands it off to one of the Bulldogs who gets fouled. I can't see the number at this plate, but he'll go to the free throw line. Ferris has really hard numbers to read. That's Adway, who is at the free throw line. The foul was on Monger. Adway will put it up. And that's good. Makes it 14-10 Lakers. Adway will get one more free throw attempt here. And this one is up and also good. So 14-11 Lakers, 15:04 to go in the first half. Here's Carendiff with it. Carendiff dribbles to the right. Carendiff stops, bounce pass into Stein, puts it up and scores. Nice pick and roll there by the Lakers. And it's 16-11 Lake State. Here's Walker with it. Walker on the left wing for the Bulldogs. Walker drives to the right against Carendiff, kicks it in the corner, long three-pointer, no good. Rebound to Monger. Monger grabs it, gives it over to C.J. Robinson. Robinson back to Monger. Monger into the paint, scoops it up, and no good, missed the layup. And we're going to have a foul on Monger as he will pick up the second foul. And there's no shooting on it, but the Lakers and the Bulldogs will go to the media timeout. So with the score, Lake State 16, Ferris State 11. We'll be back in 60 seconds. You're listening to the Laker basketball on ESPN 1400.
So what does a good... Got a 60 here.
Okay.
Does it pack a punch?
This is for the UFC light heavyweight belt. Here we go.
Does it include dancing?
To our boy Randy the Bachelor. Let's make this a night we never talk about. Here we go.
Or is it off the grid?
Please, and absolutely no email. Here we go.
A good time can sound like just about anything, but there's one sound that goes with a good time every time. The just right taste of Bud Light. So no matter what a good time sounds like.
Here we go.
Start it off right with refreshing Bud Light. It's the sure sign of a good time. Here we go. Please drink responsibly. Bud Light beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
Marchetti Distributing, Sault Ste. Marie. And now back to Laker basketball. ESPN 1400.
And we're back at the Bud Cooper Gymnasium where the Lakers lead Ferris 16-11, 14:26 to go in the first half. It'll be Walker bringing it up for the Lakers. Williams bringing it up for the Lakers. Williams over to the left side, now inside to Adway. Adway against Monger, puts it up and scores. Adway 6'8" in there. Monger only 6'4", so a definite height differential. Here's Monger with it. Monger bounce pass to Rod Stein. Justin Fisher out there now for the Lakers. Fisher on the right wing. Fisher to the free throw line. Fisher almost lost it. Gives it out to Carendiff. Carendiff gets a screen. Carendiff into the paint. Carendiff stops. Kicks it back to Fisher. Fisher runs into Stein. Stein gets out of the way, and they hand it off to Adams. 3 on the shot clock. Rod Stein for 3, and he knocks it down. Stein does not take many three-pointers. He was only 1 out of 3 on the year, and now he made that one, and it's 19-13 Lakers. Here's Williams with it. Williams over to Peterson. Peterson to the right side, back to Williams. Williams now still with it to Peterson. Peterson way out by half court. Over to Tinsley now. Tinsley on the left wing, going to get a screen from Adway. Tinsley between the leg dribble into the paint, kicks it in the corner. Shot from the corner, no good. Rebound tipped around, and who's going to come down with it? And it looks like it's tied up, and it'll be Ferris with the arrow. Andrew Meacham took the shot from the corner that was missed by the Bulldogs. Now the Bulldogs get it in. Here is Adway to Meacham. Meacham out top to Williams. Over to Peterson. Peterson back to Meacham, and he traveled. He slipped, lost his footing, and give the ball back to the Lakers, who lead 19-13 with 12:51 to go in the first half. Here's Stein with it. Stein going to bring up the ball up court on his own. Gets past Peterson. Stein into the paint. Kicks it over to Fisher. Fisher up. Tried to jam it through. And Meacham is going to pick up the foul. And Justin Fisher will go to the free throw line and shoot 2. Fisher tried to dunk that one. Couldn't get it to go, but he'll pick up 2 free throws. He's only a 44% free throw shooter on the season. First one's up and good, though. Coming in now is Walker for the Bulldogs and Robinson for the Lakers. Cairndiff will sit down along with Adway. And Fisher will get another free throw attempt here. And it's good as well. So Justin knocks down 2, and the Lakers are up by 8, 21-13. Here's Williams with it. Greg Williams to the right side to Tinsley, back to Williams. Williams top of the key, and we're going to have a foul on, I believe, Stein as Meacham went down to the floor. And it will be Stein, his first, team's third. And Peterson will inbound now. Stein going to come out, and Monger going to come in for the Lakers. Also another sub coming in for the Bulldogs. That's Mayfield, Marquise Mayfield coming in, and looks like Meacham is going to sit down. So Peterson gets it in to Tinsley, now to Mayfield, to the left side, back to Peterson. Now inside to Walker. Walker hits Tinsley cutting to the basket, and he scores. Lakers gave up an easy one there, and it's 21-15 Lake State. Here's Malik Adams with it for Lake State. He'll get a screen up top. Adams dribbling to the left, puts up a runner, up and in. Boy, it looked like he got fouled, but he made the shot anyway. And the Lakers are up by 8. Here's Williams with it. Williams over top to Marquise Mayfield. Three-pointer no good. Tipped around, and we're going to have a foul on who? Looks like Blake Marquardt, as the Lakers getting out-rebounded on the offensive glass. That's Marquardt's fourth, or excuse me, the team's fourth. Marquardt's first, I think. Now a bunch of subs coming in for Ferris. And it'll be Ferris ball under their own basket. McFadden back in there now. He will inbound for the Bulldogs. McFadden lob pass into Walker. Walker dribbles to the paint, stops, kicks it back out to Mayfield. Mayfield still with it. Over to Tinsley to the right side to McFadden. Now to Thrower. Thrower on the right wing. Back out top to Hughes. Hughes drives in, one-hand runner, no good. And here's Montrese Collins with a big rebound for the Lakers. Over to Fisher. Fisher was going to drive into the paint, but decided to stop. Fisher with it still trying to get the ball to Adams. Now he does. Back to Fisher. Fisher will bring it out by half court. Fisher going to get a screen from Collins. Fisher into the paint. Fisher puts up a runner, no good, and the rebound comes down to Walker. Off to Mayfield. Mayfield up the right wing. Mayfield free throw line over to Walker. Three-pointer up and no good, and Fisher comes down with the rebound. Fisher 3-on-2. Fisher top of the key, stops, hands it off to Robinson. Robinson faked the shot, now go up 18-footer, good. He had Hughes run by him, and now we're going to have a timeout by Coach Bronkema as the Lakers take a 25-15 lead. It's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Laker basketball on ESPN 1400.
Clark Bailey got a 30 here.
Okay.
Every season. When your family needs their services, the professional staff at Clark Bailey Newhouse is at your service, serving all faiths and taking care of every detail. For positive, professional, and discreet service in your time of need, contact Clark Bailey Newhouse Funeral Home on Maple Street in the Sioux. All services, all denominations. Markers, your needs are their priority at Clark Bailey Newhouse Funeral Home in the Sioux.
And now back to Laker basketball on ESPN 1400.
And welcome back to the Bud Cooper Gymnasium, where the Lakers have taken a 25-15 lead over the Bulldogs from Ferris State. Coach Bronkema not happy with the play of the Bulldogs at this point. Had to call that timeout to stop the Laker momentum. And it'll be D'Angelo Hughes bringing the ball up to Thrower. Thrower gets a screen from Walker, back to Thrower to Walker into the paint, throws up a shot, and good. Marquardt tried to get over to block that shot, but was a little late getting there. And now here's Fisher over to Monger. Monger, free throw lines, thought about it, gives it back to Fisher. Fisher going to drive into the paint. Fisher back to Schremeyer. Schremeyer puts up the shot and scores. Jackson in there for the first time. Gets a basket, and the Lakers are back up by 10. Here's a Walker with it against Schremeyer. Walker faces the basket, throws up a shot, no good. Rebound comes out. Robinson with it. Robinson spins with the ball, now brings it across half court. Robinson going to get a screen from Schremeyer. Robinson free throw line, going to take a 15-footer, and that's no good. But there's Monger on the rebound, and we're going to have a foul on Walker. And Coach Broncom isn't real happy with that call, as one of the other officials was right there in front of him. And he is arguing for sure, but we're going to have the media timeout. So with the score, Lake State 27, Ferris State 17. You're listening to Laker basketball on ESPN 1400.
When it comes to pre-owned, and this is a 60 then, correct?
Yep, 60.
7 4s and 19 F-150s on the lot. Hi again, everybody. Bill Crawford for Two Motors, where you can find some hot deals these cold days on many outstanding pre-owned vehicles. The Escape is a really popular model for its style, quickness, drivability, and economical performance. And with 11 pre-owned models on the lot now, you can find any color and any amenity. Pre-owned Escapes start at $13,900, and that's for a loaded-up titanium model with all-wheel drive, well-maintained, turbo-powered vehicle that has to be driven to be appreciated. Or you can get into a used Explorer for as little as $22,200. Another really clean, well-maintained model with all-wheel drive and loaded up. F-150s start at $9,450. Offers every amenity and every color possible. Check it out today in a pre-owned inventory at Two Motors across from Walmart in the Michigan Zoo. And now back to Laker basketball on ESPN 1400.
And welcome back to the Bud Cooper Gymnasium, where the Lakers lead Ferris 27-17, 9:55 to go in the first half, and Carson Monger will go to the free throw line. That last foul was on Walker, his first, team's third. Monger, a 59% free throw shooter on the season. First one's up and good. Lakers have struggled from the free throw line in the last few games, and it could have caused them to lose one or two of those games, being only in the 50% from the free throw line. But Monger knocks both of those down, and the Lakers have a 12-point lead. Here's Hughes with it for Ferris State. Hughes gets a screen out top from Mayfield. Hughes into the paint. Kicks it out to Thrower. Long three-pointer, no good. Rebound to Cairndiff. Cairndiff brings it across the timeline. Cairndiff, top of the key. Drives left, gets a screen from Schremeyer. Cairndiff in the paint. Nope, back to Marquardt. Three-pointer, good. Blake Marquardt knocks down the three, and hopefully he'll be stroking it the rest of the evening. What a great streaky shooter he is when he gets that stroke going, and the Lakers almost steal it as Hughes has it knocked out of bounds by Cairndiff. Now Rod Stein's going to come in for Jackson Schremeyer, and it'll be McFadden inbounding the ball for the Bulldogs. McFadden gets it into Walker, inside to Hughes, back to Mayfield. Mayfield spins now and hands it back to Hughes. Hughes crossover dribble, 15-footer, in and out, no good. And Robinson comes down with the rebound off to Cairndiff. And Cairndiff will bring it up the left side. Cairndiff gets a screen from Stein. Cairndiff still with the ball between the leg dribble. Kicks it back out to Robinson. Now back to Cairndiff on the left wing. Now they'll work the right side, get it to Stein. Stein spins, lost the ball. Ball's on the ground, and Robinson almost got it, but we're going to have no, it's going to go out of bounds to the Lakers as Thrower dove for the basketball, undercut Robinson's legs. But it'll be Laker ball, and only 6 seconds on the shot clock for the Lakers to get this shot off. It'll be Monger getting it into Stein. Stein faces against Walker. Stein and slips on the floor, out of bounds. And again, a lot of people slipping tonight on both teams. I don't know if there's moisture on the floor or what, but a lot of guys slipping, and the Bulldogs will get the ball back. Here's Hughes with it. Hughes gets a screen out top from Meacham. Hughes is going to drive, but Meacham is going to get a foul for an illegal screen. That'll be the second on Meacham. Or excuse me, that was on Pline. Mason Pline. And now Pline will come out. He wasn't out there long. He'll have a seat. Here's Robinson through the triple team up to Monger to the corner to Marquardt. Three-pointer, good. Nice passing there by the Lakers, and Blake knocks down two. And here the count starting now for the Bulldogs. They almost didn't get in, and they stepped out of bounds. They almost didn't get into bounds, and then Adway stepped out of bounds, and Ferris is rattled right now. They trail 35-17, making a lot of unnecessary errors here. And Monger will inbound to Stein. Stein faces the basket against Walker. Stein tells everybody to get away. Stein going to drive into the paint. Stein underneath, puts it up. Too strong, no good. And Hughes comes down with the rebound up to Thrower. Thrower into the paint. Thrower scoops up and scores. And quickly double team in the corner on Cairndiff. Robinson over to Stein. Stein in the corner to Marquardt. Three-pointer by Blake, no good, but Stein comes down with the rebound off to Cairndiff. Cairndiff back to Robinson. Nope, he keeps it. Lakers up by 16. Here's Cairndiff. Cairndiff thought about three, gives it to Marquardt, back to Cairndiff. Cairndiff now to Stein. Stein is going to get fouled by who? No, it's not going to be Stein that gets fouled. It's Monger who got fouled, a holding foul on Adway, his first, team's fifth. Now Malik Adams comes in and Carson Monger sits down. It'll be C.J. Robinson inbounding right in front of the Ferris State bench with 7:28 to go in the first half. Gets it into Marquardt, then back to Robinson. Robinson dribbles left, finds Adams on the left wing. He's going to get a screen from Stein. Adams in the paint. Adams, nice pass to Stein, puts it up and scores. Good passing there by the Lakers, and it's 37-19. Here's Hughes with it for Ferris State. Hughes to McFadden. McFadden to the left side to Peterson. Now to Thrower. Thrower step back two-pointer, no good. Long rebound, who's going to get it? It's going to be Thrower that runs back and grabs it. Now over to Adway on the right wing. Back out to Peterson. Now Cutter coming through. Hughes. Hughes at the free throw line to Peterson. And that's going to be a blocking foul and a basket by Peterson as Robinson tried to get there. And they say he was a little bit late. So Peterson will try for the three-point play. Checking in now for the Bulldogs, Greg Williams. Robinson, that was his first, team's fifth. 37-21, Lakers lead, 6:35 to go in the first half. Peterson, Michael Peterson, 6'6" sophomore at the line, puts it in. Completes the three-point play, quickly up court. Marquardt all the way down, puts it up and misses it, and he's fouled by Peterson as Marquardt took off against the press, and Peterson was sleeping after he made that three-point play. And Marquardt was trying, I think, to dunk it, couldn't quite get up that high, but the foul is called, and Marquardt will go to the line. That's Peterson's first. Marquardt on the season, a 78% free throw shooter. Doesn't shoot many free throws. This is only his 19th free throw of the season, and he makes that one. And he'll get one more free throw attempt here. Blake is a sharpshooter from the outside, doesn't take it inside very often, so he doesn't get to the free throw line much. And the next one is also good, so the Lakers back up by 17, 39-22, with 6.5 to go in the first half. Here's Williams with it. Williams still with the ball against Cardiff. Williams spins in the paint, puts it up, missed it, tipped around, but there's a rebound by Marquardt. About 3 different guys had it from each team, but finally Blake Marquardt was the only one to get a handle on it. Now he has it, gets a screen from Stein. Marquardt hands off to Robinson. Or excuse me, that's Adams. Adams hasn't scored yet tonight. He had 30 against the Bulldogs the last time, and we're going to have a foul on Stein. And I believe that's going to be his second. Or is it? Yes, that's going to be on Raj Stein, his second. Now Montrese Collins is going to come in, I think, for Stein. Illegal screen by Stein. That's the 6th team foul on the Lakers, so both teams with 6. The next one will be shooting for either side. Here's Peterson over to McFadden. McFadden looks inside, and we're going to have a hold on Collins. Yes, that's going to be on Montrese Collins, and Adway will go to the free throw line. That's going to be Collins' first, team 7th. And Adway at the line to shoot 1 and 1. Adway with the high top shoes on. First one's up and no good, and there's Collins with the rebound for the Lakers. Gets it over to Adams, now back to Cairndiff. Cairndiff up the right side. Cairndiff going to get a screen out top by Collins. Cairndiff still with it, over to Marquardt. Marquardt drives into the paint, now back out. Marquardt to the free throw line to Robinson. Robinson going to drive right, then goes back left against McFadden. Robinson still with it, 9 on the shot clock. Somebody has to come to the ball. There's Cairndiff, 4 on the shot clock. Cairndiff needs to step back, take a 3, and no good, and the shot clock violation as the Lakers could not get anything going that time on offense. And Cairndiff is talking to one of the officials like he got hit on the hand on that 3-point shot, but they're not buying anything of that. So Williams will bring it up court for Ferris State. Williams to the right side to Peterson. Peterson with it. Now over to Tinsley. Back to Peterson, top of the key to Adway. Adway spins into the paint. Adway against Collins. Lost the ball. And who's the foul going to be on? It's going to be on Adams. Yes, Malik Adams, his first, team's 8th. So Adway will be back to the free throw line, this time shooting 2. 39-22, Lakers lead, 5:01 to go in the first half. Adway dribbles the ball once, puts up the free throw attempt, and it's good. He'll get one more here. Adway eyes the rim. One dribble, puts it up, and makes that one as well. So 39-24, and quickly up court, here's Marquardt again going the other way. Marquardt puts it up, scores, and is fouled, and that's 2 times in a row. The Bulldogs have put on the press, and nobody has gotten back to cover the deep ball, and Marquardt scores and will go to the line, but not until after the media timeout. So with the score, Lake State 41, Ferris State 24. We'll be back in 60 seconds. You're listening to Laker basketball on ESPN 1400.
Everybody knows that
I've got a minute here.
All right.
group in the nation. But did you know that H&R Block offers year-round bookkeeping and business services that will help your small business cut costs, make profits, and streamline the business end of operations? From payroll and bookkeeping to expert tax prep and advice. See the friendly folks at H&R Block on I-75 Businessburg in the Michigan Zoo. Call 635-5970. Put H&R Block to work on your small business. And we're glad you did. H&R Block wishes the Hockey Lakers success in 2018-19.
The easiest way to show your Laker pride is I'm going to hit the legal ID here.
Okay.
Hey, the best Laker gear, textbooks, supplies, and more in-store, online, and at the My College Bookstore app. Go to appbnc.com and download, or go to Google Play or the App Store. Then get 25% off any Laker gear, either online or at the store. Some restrictions apply. See the Barnes & Noble bookstore on the Lake State campus for full details. Best-selling fiction and nonfiction books are always 20% off. Barnes & Noble, open weekdays, even Saturday, 10 to 3. And now back to Laker basketball on ESPN 1400. WKNW. Sault Ste. Marie Sports.
And we're back at the Bud Cooper Gymnasium where the Lakers lead 41-24 over the Ferris State Bulldogs. Laker women lost to Ferris 68-59 earlier in the evening. Now Blake Marquardt will go to the free throw line to try to complete that three-point play. Marquardt made his last two free throws. See if he can give the Lakers an 18-point lead here. And he does. So good job by the Lakers breaking that press and getting a couple easy layups. Here's Williams with it. Williams hands off to Tinsley, now to McFadden to the left side to Peterson. Peterson looks for cutters. Peterson still gets inside and tried to get it to Adway, and it goes out of bounds off his hands. The pass was too high, and the Lakers will get it back on the turnover with 4:46 to go in the first half. Here's Justin Fisher with it, coming up the left side for Lake State. Fisher gets a screen out top from Collins. Nice pick and roll. Collins then jams it home, so the nice pick and roll there between Fisher and Collins, and the Lakers are up 20. Here's Williams over to Peterson. Peterson working the right side now, finds Tinsley out top. Tinsley, 17-footer, up and good. And now the Lakers bring it back up court, leading 44-26. Fisher with it. Fisher running that same play, pick and roll. This time Collins rolls outside. Fisher doesn't get it to him, but he gets it to Cairndiff. Cairndiff with a fake pass to Marquardt. Now Marquardt, a deep three, no good. Long rebound to Williams. Williams quickly over to McFadden. McFadden into the paint, spins, still spinning back to Adway, now over to Tinsley. Tinsley inside to McFadden. McFadden against Adams. McFadden puts it up underneath, no good, got his own rebound, and then Adams is going to foul him, I think. Another offensive rebound for the Bulldogs. No, that one's going to be on Fisher, not Adams. So McFadden will go to the line and shoot two. That's the 9th team foul on the Lakers, the first on Fisher. First free throw by McFadden is up and no good. Couple subs coming in for the Bulldogs. Number 4, Carl Bowe. And number 2, D'Angelo Hughes. So McFadden will try to hit the second free throw here, and he does. So with 3:45 to go in this first half, the Lakers are up 17. Adams gets it over to Cairndiff. Cairndiff up top to Fisher, but it's picked off by McFadden. McFadden coming the other way to Tinsley. Over to D'Angelo Williams, or no good. And it goes out of bounds. Actually, it was D'Angelo Hughes that missed the three-pointer. And the ball goes out of bounds, and the Lakers couldn't control that long rebound. And Ferris gets it back. 3:28 to go in the first half. Here's Adway with it, gets it into Hughes. Hughes to the right side to Bowe. Bowe now back to Adway. Adway top of the key to the right side to Bowe. Bowe tries to drive in, gives it off to Tinsley. Tinsley between the leg dribble. Tinsley off to Bowe. Bowe now back to Tinsley. 11 on the shot clock. Tinsley to the top to Hughes. Hughes gets a screen from McFadden. Hughes tries to dribble in, step back two-pointer, no good. Rebound by Collins. Good job there by Montrese. Got up high to grab the rebound, and Cairndiff will bring it up court for the Lakers. Cairndiff. Spin dribble out top. Cairndiff into the paint, kicks it to Marquardt, over to Collins, now back to Fisher. Fisher top of the key to the right side to Cairndiff. Cairndiff trying to get Collins to post up. Didn't give it to him. Now Cairndiff drives in. Nice pass to Adams, who does a reverse layup and scores, and the Lakers are up 46-27 with 2.5 to go. Here's Hughes with it, hands off to Tinsley, over to McFadden, long three-pointer, good. Marquardt didn't step out in time that time and allowed McFadden to knock down the three, and the Lakers are up 46-30. Here's Fisher. Fisher back to Cairndiff to the right side to Adams. Adams back to Cairndiff, top of the key. Cairndiff going to drive right. Now he stops, gives it back to Marquardt. Long three-pointer by Blake, no good. Rebound comes to Adway. Adway gets it over to Hughes. Hughes top of the key. Penetrates, kicks it over to Bow. Bow back to the top to McFadden. McFadden free throw line, spins into the paint, and we're going to have a double dribble there by McFadden. Coach Bronkema isn't buying it. But Marquardt going to come out, and Carson Monger going to come in. Minute 49 to go in the first half. Lakers up 46-30. Cairndiff, Timmy will get it into Fisher, and then back to Cairndiff, and back to Fisher, over to Carson Monger. Monger stops his dribble, gives it off to Cairndiff. Cairndiff will work the top of the key, gets a screen from Collins. Cairndiff into the paint. Cairndiff puts up the shot and is going to be fouled by Tinsley. And Tim will go to the line and shoot 2. And that will Cairndiff, a 95% free throw shooter on the year. 37 out of 39. See if he can knock 2 more down. First one's up and good. 47-30 Lakers, a minute and a half to go in the first half. Now Mason Pline comes in for the Bulldogs. Cairndiff with 1 more free throw attempt here. This one's up and also good. So 18-point lead for the Lakers, minute and a half to go in this first half. Here's Hughes with it. Hughes to the right side to Bow. Back to Pline. Now to Walker, who's in there. Walker into Hughes. Hughes, a one-hand runner, no good, but the rebound comes back to Hughes. And Hughes it goes out of bounds, but they're saying it went off Adams' foot. Adams took away the baseline nicely. But they said the ball went off his foot, so it'll be the ball for Ferris, and they almost lost it under there. Hughes has it stolen, though, by Monger. Monger going the other way. Monger pushed off, and it's going to be a foul on Monger because he did push off with his offhand. And one of the officials caught that. And down on the other end is, I believe, Hughes. It went down, and now I don't know if he hit a knee or what, but Lake State's trainer is out there. Now Hughes is going to come off court. Monger is going to come out. Monger had a chance at an easy layup, but that's his 3rd foul as well. Now Schremeyer comes in, and Fisher goes out. But he just used his off arm a little bit, pushed away, and one of the officials caught that. So now Pline will inbound to Thrower. Deshaun Thrower will bring it up court. Thrower now with it, looking for somebody on the wing, finds Bow. Bow back to Walker. Walker thought about 3, tried to dribble in, but lost his dribble. Back to Tinsley. Tinsley way outside, back to Walker. Walker into the paint. Walker stops, and he traveled, I believe. Yes, he did. And the officials caught it, so with 39.5 seconds left, the Lakers are up by 18. They can't run out the clock in the first half, but they can at least bring it down to under 10 seconds before they get the shot off. Here's Robinson, off to Cairndiff, back up to Robinson, across the timeline over to Adams. Adams thought about 3, gets it into Schremeyer. Schremeyer puts it up and in as Pline falls down. And the Lakers are up 20, 50-30. And I think now Ferris is going to try for the last shot. 16 on the game clock. Thrower just dribbling out by half court, down to 12. Under 10 now. Thrower should start the offense. Thrower gets it to Walker. Walker into the paint. Blocked by Adams. Adams almost had it. Does get it over to Cairndiff. 2 on the shot clock, and there's going to be a foul. And it went in. They're saying no shot. He made it off the backboard from about half court. But they're saying no shot, but Cairndiff will go to the line and shoot some free throws, as that was the 9th team foul on the Bulldogs. And so that foul was on Tinsley. And Cairndiff will shoot 2 free throws with half a second left in the first half. And they missed the first one. That's only his 3rd miss of the season. Oh, and that was 1-1, so that's why the game clock went out. And so the score at the end of the first half, Lake State 50, Ferris State 30. We're going to be back shortly with the head women's basketball coach, Brandon